welcome those of our residents watching us via channel 77 and on stream media. Let the record reflect that. What is the time, Mr. City Manager? It is 7:10. It's 7:08. 7:08 and Tuesday, October 28, 2014. We will begin our council meeting. And we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance with Marquette Brown from FIU University, and followed by the invocation with Chief Burgess. Is that? Oh, you're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, sorry.
I'm sure the students of FIU look a lot better than me. With all that being said, please all rise, place the flag, right hands over your chest. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hoorah.
We're going to, let me call Rabbi Lane for our invocation.
Please be seated, relax. I want to thank Father Rabbi Jariga for filling in for me last week. I was stuck in an airport in Tallahassee, so Father Rabbi, thank you. Okay, very important. I'm not really good at being diplomatic, so I'm going to be direct. We just had the Jewish holidays, and for us this year, there was a lot of concern. What's happening throughout the world with ISIS, some of the random attacks on synagogues, some of the extreme cases of anti-Semitism, locally synagogues that were desecrated. And I want you to know that our city did everything possible. And I would like to thank Chief Burgess for a few things. One, I parked in the wrong place by Publix in Surfside, and I said, I work for North Miami. He says, who's your chief? I said, Lenny Burgess. He said, okay, but he wouldn't be happy because I was parked in the wrong place. But so thank you for that. Second, I want to apologize for my attire, but I went to Austin Burke yesterday, and my friend was there, and I bought this shirt, and I really liked this shirt. When I came home, my wife said, that's an ugly shirt. I was wearing a suit this morning. I switched and put on this shirt. I need confirmation right now.
Love it.
Is this an ugly shirt?
No.
You agree with her? Come on, it's happy, it's polka dot. Thank you, dear. I'll go by what you say. You don't count. I want to ask God to really, really take us into consideration, North Miami. And I think we've grown a lot, and I want to tell you firsthand. As a rabbi of a synagogue, my synagogue is predominantly white, and I hope and I pray that there isn't prejudice, but everyone on some level has prejudice. It's a shame, but that's a reality. The chief has come by on a number of occasions and during the holidays to make sure that everything was going well. And I wanted the chief very much to be on the bima during the high holidays for the people to see him. He felt that it was out of place. I thought it was correct. His presence, though, being around the synagogue, gave a tremendous amount of comfort to our synagogue. That's what the city is about, helping each other. And what I liked is this. When I was explaining our chief, I said, you know, we have a very well-rounded chief. His wife is a prominent Haitian woman. He's half black and half Latin. and he's in a synagogue. I didn't say Jewish, and I just said he's in a synagogue. You know, I had so many positive responses. I would like to think that my synagogue is a microcosm of North Miami, that the prejudice that has existed here for so long is really something that's of the past, that people are judging people on the quality of their work and not on the color of the skin or the place of origin. I would like to think that all the compliments that I heard about our chief, all the praise about our chief, all the words thanking me for having the chief here when I had nothing to do with it. It's he who called up. It's the city who called up. Now, we're a synagogue. Okay, it's not a big synagogue. Doesn't offer great things to the community. I take that back. We offer a lot of good things, but I mean, it doesn't benefit anyone financially or this or that. But the city took such care to be there. So on behalf of my synagogue and the compliments that I received about you, Chief, I want to personally, publicly, and on TV thank you for you and your wonderful officers for how much they've done for our community, how the neighborhood has really transformed under your leadership and the wonderful assistant chiefs and everybody else. So on behalf of my synagogue with the high holidays, we had nothing to worry about because the good members of North Miami were there. And so it's very nice when you could come up and actually just say something positive about the city and that everyone reached out. And I know that although I'm a synagogue, the same kindness is extended to the different churches in our community and that the city is really coming together. So I ask God to invoke his blessing that we should continue to grow and go in the same direction, that we should go from strength to strength, that this is the time of the year. We're coming now toward Christmas. And, you know, everyone all of a sudden becomes nice during Christmas, that maybe that attitude, that atmosphere could be extended, and that our city could be really a city known for all the good people that exist here. I am very proud to be the rabbi in North Miami. I've been here for 30 years. I've seen all different changes, and I must tell you now, to me, is the best time to live in North Miami. There's no such thing as not having problems. Of course we have issues, but we're working together. And I've been watching on TV when I'm not here. The volume is different. The respect is different. Our commission, the commissioners, filling in at a time where we're in need, where there was a scandal, everyone has risen to the occasion and everyone is supportive. And so God, may he bless all of us. May the God of your beliefs keep you strong. May you have good health and may you go from strength to strength. And I thank you for the privilege of being able to address such a wonderful community. And just like a minute ago where we were speaking, and I of course went blank on your name, but you know, hey you know, they have the ballet recital, and last year they used our synagogue. And he just asked me about using it again. It was a blessing to us, and I want to open on TV this invitation. Anybody, any organization that needs a place, we're here for you. We have a beautiful facility. There is no cost. The cost is for you to allow us to enjoy what you're doing, to watch that ballet recital last year, to see these young children in our community. That's got to make everyone happy. And so thank you for being part of this community, helping these children go and grow in the right direction. And Father Rabbi Jeriger, I end how as I began. Thank you for a preacher or, you know, padre, whatever you prefer. Thank you very much. And Chief, by the way, notice the Chief's badge, which is pink, in honor and respect for Breast Cancer Month, Breast Cancer Awareness, but for all cancer. Anyone and everyone here should be healthy. And thank you all, and excuse me for having my back turned to all of you. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much. Now we're going to have a special presentation. And let me call, let's do the roll call. City Clerk, please roll call.
Mayor Bieneme,
Yes.
Councilman Galvin,
Yes, here.
Councilwoman Keys,
Here.
Councilwoman Steril. Mayor, we have a quorum.
Thank you very much. We will begin our council. Now it's special presentation. Let me call. We're gonna recognize the employee of the quarter, and we're gonna call Derek Cooker from Park and Rec to do the presentation.
Good evening, Mayor and Council, constituents of the City of North Miami. Thank you very much for allowing me to take a few minutes to recognize one of our employees for the City of North Miami that has been with us for 18 years in the Parks and Recreation Department. She has been a delight to have, a benefit to the community. She has implemented a new teen program at our Joe Celestine Center. She's also running our Joe Celestine Center at this time. And she has been just a bundle of joy to have around. She's always smiling. If you are down or you have a day that's not the most pleasant day for you, just walk by Mr. Shakur Jackson. She will light you up. I promise you that. She's always smiling, always dedicated to the City of North Miami and Parks and Recreation and the work that she does. So without further ado, I would like to bring up Ms. Shakur Jackson as our Employee of the Quarter for the summer of 2014. Can Mayor and Council please come down? Also, I would like to present Shakur with a $50 gift certificate from the City of North Miami and the pleasure of having some fun and relaxation. Ms. Jackson, would you like to say anything?
The second presentation is the North Miami Educational Foundation, Inc. And for that, I would like to invite the Deputy City Manager, Dr. Luman Claude.
Do we have any other member, executive board member from the North Miami Educational Foundation here in the audience? Tonight, I have the distinct pleasure to first introduce the executive board member from the North Miami Educational Foundation, Inc. We have Assistant Chief Larry Juriga and Herb Tillman from Biscuit Landing, 2 of the 9 members. The North Miami Educational Foundation, Inc. was established by Mayor and Council 2 years ago to help make higher education and learning a reality for North Miami students in need of an opportunity to attend college. The foundation is being managed by a 9-member executive board director, as specified by its Article 5 in his bylaw. I am proud to report the North Miami Educational Foundation, Inc. administer a scholarship program, the only one of its kind through Miami-Dade County, available exclusively to North Miami residents who just completed high school. At this time, I'm inviting Assistant Chief Joriga to provide a brief update of some of the accomplishment of the North Miami Educational Foundation Inc.
Thank you, Dr. Claude. Good evening, everyone. Since our first meeting of the Board of Directors in April of 2013, yes, Clark, please join us. Pardon me. Another one of our members. Since our first meeting of the Board of Directors in April of 2013, we've been very productive. We began by establishing a criteria to award scholarships in line with our mission, which is to promote good citizenship and leadership qualities in deserving, at-risk, and economically disadvantaged North Miami residents through the attainment of higher educational opportunities. The initial funds for the scholarships were generated from the city's lease agreement with developer Olita Partners. Through our partnership with the City of North Miami, a $10,000 award will be donated to FIU's First Generation Scholarship Fund. And starting in 2015, we'll be seeking additional funding for scholarships through grants, planned giving, and fundraising. Most importantly, this year, we've awarded four $4,000 scholarships to 2 FIU students, 1 Florida Memorial College student, and 1 student at the University of Central Florida, all North Miami residents. And finally, following the guidelines established by the bylaws, we propose and present the Board of Directors for the 2014-2015 fiscal year to our Mayor and Council. I know a few of them aren't here, but I'll still read through them quickly. Patrick Lacuti, North Miami Middle School Principal. Alberto Iber, North Miami Senior High School Principal. Stephen Mole, FIU Vice Provost. Mary Esteem Irvin, a resident of North Miami. Executive Director Jepsy Metellus. 2 local business representatives, Mr. Clark Reynolds, he's the owner of the Museum Plaza. And as Dr. Claude mentioned, Herb Tillman, representative from Olita Partners. And again, Dr. Lumaine Claude and myself, as well as our board liaison, Andrea McDonald, who keeps us all in line. Thank you all for your attention.
Thank you very much. Now we're going to have special presentations with Pam.
Good evening, everyone, and to our viewers on NoMi TV 77 and on the web. My name is Pam Solomon, and on behalf of the City of North Miami, it gives me great pleasure to share with you all of our highlights of our upcoming events as we wrap up the month of October and head into November. This Thursday, October 30th at 10 a.m., the North Miami Police Department is hosting a promotional and induction ceremony. It will take place in front of the North Miami Police Department in the plaza area, located at 700 Northeast 124th Street. We invite you to come out and join us as we promote some of the individuals in the police department and also induct some of our new officers for the department. On Friday, October 31st, I know it's Halloween evening, we have a few events happening at MoCA and in the MoCA Plaza. First, we start off with a welcome reception hosted by the Museum of Contemporary Art for the band Bookman Experience. The reception is a free event inside MoCA with MoCA admission. It is from 5 to 8 p.m. Of course, MoCA is located right next door to the City Hall at 770 Northeast 125th Street. We invite you to join MoCA that evening to welcome Grammy-nominated Afro-Haitian Roots band Bookman Experience to the City of North Miami with a special reception prior to the Jazz at MoCA concert that evening. And of course, Jazz at MoCA, the longest running free outdoor jazz concert series here in North Miami, will kick off at 8 p.m. with the free concert featuring Leonard Rutledge that evening. So that's, once again, this Friday, October 31st, we have the reception 5 to 8 p.m. inside MoCA, and then 8 o'clock, we have the Jazz at MoCA concert. For more information, we invite you to contact MoCA at 305-893-6211 or visit mymoca.org. On Saturday, November 1st, we are hosting Fall Fest in the MoCA Plaza, and that's the evening that we're featuring Bookman Experience in concert. It's from 7 to 11 p.m. Of course, once again, it is a free event, so we invite all of the community to come out to enjoy the popular sounds of the band. The event is rain or shine. We will be there with vendors, food and craft vendors as well. We have more information on the web at northmiamifl.gov/celebrate. Of course, a reminder that we have Election Day coming up. That's Tuesday, November 4th. The polls will be open on Election Day from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. And we have early voting that is going on now throughout Miami-Dade County, hosted by Miami-Dade County Elections. And our local site is the North Miami Public Library, which, although the library is closed for renovation, the early voting wing is open, the Desaline Victor voting wing, which we dedicated a portion of the program room in the library, is open for early voting from now through November 2nd. We have more information on the election at northmiamifl.gov/vote. On Sunday, November 9th, on behalf of the Greater North Miami Chamber of Commerce, we invite you to the second annual Flavors of North Miami event. This is our local food festival where food, wine, and craft beer shine here in North Miami. The event is from 4 to 8 p.m. Once again, it's in the MoCA Plaza. This is a ticketed event, so you can log on to flavorsofnorthmiami.com to find out all of the information on how to purchase tickets. It is a family-friendly event. We invite families to come out to enjoy our local vendors. It's a one ticket, and you get to taste and sample all the different food vendors that are there with us this evening. We also have nonstop entertainment. We are collaborating this year with FIU's Chapman School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. Booth space is available still for restaurants that wish to participate and food-based businesses that wish to participate. So log on to flavorsofnorthmiami.com or contact the Chamber office at 305-891-7811. A reminder that North Miami's administrative offices will be closed on Tuesday, November 11th in observance of the Veterans Day holiday. We will be hosting our annual Veterans Day ceremony on that morning, Tuesday, November 11th, once again, at 10 a.m. at the North Miami Veterans Memorial at Griffin Park, located at 12220 Griffin Boulevard. It's right off of West Dixie Highway at 123rd Street. We invite you to join us to honor all of those who have served honorably in the United States Armed Forces that morning. Bring your families out. It's a day that many of us have no work, but also the children have no school on Veterans Day. So it's a good opportunity to have a living lesson in history come out to enjoy the posting of the colors by the North Miami Police Department Honor Guard, along with various local veterans organizations. And we have other presentations and musical entertainment that morning. Once again, Tuesday, November 11th, Veterans Day ceremony, 10 a.m. The regular council meeting that would normally take place on that evening has been rescheduled to Wednesday, November 12th, right here in the council chambers at 7 p.m. Also, following that, just a little teaser about the 40th annual Winter National Thanksgiving Day Parade, which runs right through the heart of downtown North Miami, right here along 125th Street from Northeast 6th to 12th Avenue. We will be here on Thanksgiving morning, so why watch a parade on TV when you can experience live here in North Miami the Winter National Thanksgiving Day Parade. From 10 a.m. we kick off on Northeast 6th Avenue, and we're here all morning, so log on to northmiamifl.gov/celebrate for more details on any of our upcoming events. Also, on behalf of the police department, I'd just like to make a quick mention about an event that we had this morning. We had a ribbon cutting for the Northwest 7th Avenue workstation, the community workstation that the police department just opened with a public-private partnership with the property owner there along Northwest 7th Avenue. It's located at 13753 Northwest 7th Avenue. We invite you, if you're along the 7th Avenue business corridor, to take a look. It's one of our properties that received funds from grant funds from the city from the Progress 2013 funds. It's one of the first properties to have their facade improvement almost completed. So take a drive by as we work to improve our business corridors through our downtown and business corridor master plan, and through the work with the police department collaborating with property owners and private businesses in our city. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pam. City project, no city project.
No report this month.
Hurricane preparedness.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Good evening, everyone. We are few days away from the end of the historically most dangerous months for
Your mic
hurricane
is
in
open,
Miami-Dade County. I mean September and October. That means a hurricane may happen, but historically, it is less likely after those months, the month of September and October. However, we cannot be relaxed because the hurricane season officially ends in November 30th. Residents are encouraged to be prepared and remain prepared until the end of the hurricane season and beyond. The 2014 Miami-Dade County Hurricane Preparedness Guide can be picked up downstairs on the magazine stand. The North Miami will remain prepared throughout the hurricane season and beyond.
Thank you very much, Mr. City Manager. Is there any addition, deletion, or amendment to the agenda?
Not at this time.
Thank you very much. And can I hear a motion on the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second. Mr. Clerk.
Anyone wishes to record a no? Item passes 4-0. Tab F.
No, can I hear a motion and, to approve the minute of the last council meeting?
Move approval.
Second.
That was part of the consent agenda.
Oh,
It's already
sorry.
passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Which tab are you?
tab F, resolution. Okay. Tab F, proposed resolution of the Vice Mayor as acting mayor and City Council of the City of North Miami, Florida, approving the execution of an agreement in substantially the attached form between the City of North Miami and Olita Partners, LLC, authorizing the city manager and city attorney to do all things necessary to effectuate the sale of approximately 50.6 acres of property known as the residential parcel located within the premises commonly referred to as Biscayne Landing, and in connection with such sale, approving Olita's soil removal plan of approximately 194,000 cubic yards of fill material obtained from the Brickell City Centra, providing for an effective date and for all other purposes.
Thank you very much. From what I understand, we have been working on that deal for a few weeks, and both councils and the city attorney, the outside counsel from the city, and the council from Olita haven't reached an agreement yet. I think we're gonna table the item, and I don't know if council wanna special meeting for that, maybe Friday, I don't know. But as of right now, we haven't reached an agreement with Olita regarding the sale, and based on what I understand.
I'll move to continue this to our next scheduled
council.
meeting, but please don't do it on Halloween night.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Wait, give me.
they just said.
No special on
I'm
Friday.
I'll move to
sorry.
continue it to our November
Whenever that
12th
we're having the
meeting.
next
12,
meeting.
no, 12 is gonna be the swearing ceremony. That's
Oh,
when
well.
he won't be appropriate.
So if we're gonna have a special meeting in the meantime, don't do it on a Friday night, please.
Okay.
May I?
And yes.
I will not be available for a special meeting. I will only be available until the next council meeting or whenever that. If it's the 12th of this month or the last, the 20 something or January, whenever. But I'm not gonna be available.
You're not
prior to
available
the meeting.
Thursday night?
No, I'm not gonna be
But
available.
the thing
to have
is,
the meetings.
both councils are working back and forth. We haven't reached an agreement.
I'm
That's
not
when there is
asking you.
nothing.
I'm not asking you to do it tonight. We're
Okay.
discussing
Oh, when?
when we're doing it.
Okay.
In that case, it's very saddening to see that we should know by 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock that we're not reaching to an agreement. We could have posted or announced it, because I know a lot of people came under the impression that we were gonna discuss Biscayne Landing. Last meeting, we sit here for many hours, have people come in and voice their opinion. I was under the impression, and I'm sure that they were under the impression, that we're gonna call a special meeting, which is within 2 days, a day, 3 days, but it took us 2 weeks. And 1 minute before 5 minutes before discussing it, I find out that we did not reach to an agreement. So I'm not going back and forth, cancel everything else that I plan to do, when if we know for sure that this is something that's very important to the city, that we cannot do it in a rush. So let's calm down and do it the right way. I'm not rushing. I'm not.
But and I understand, and
So let's just take the
Councilwoman,
time and do it.
it's not something that you learn 5 minutes, because
I just learned that.
as of right now, you didn't have anything to vote on.
Yeah.
It's just an item on the agenda. That's when we have no documents. That's when how we gonna vote on
I'm not.
something when we don't have the
I'm not
documents.
discussing-
But
I'm
you
not-
say 5 minutes. It's not 5 minutes. For 2 weeks, you did not have anything in your hand to vote on, right?
Mr. Mayor.
That's
It
been
makes no difference to
both
me.
council have been working on it. As of right now, we haven't reached an agreement. That's been,
I'm
there's
not-
nothing that we're gonna
I'm
vote
fine
on.
May I
with
say
that.
something,
Yes.
please?
I'm just not gonna
Go
be
ahead.
available until the next council meeting. I'm not coming back here. I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not.
go ahead.
We have councils from both parties, our staff. We have really worked around the clock for the last 2 weeks. We worked till 1 o'clock, an 11 o'clock call. We've in good faith, been trying to get this done. We met
You spent 11 hours.
on one phone call, yes, last Thursday while I was on vacation. But we had about 11 people. We came to we made a lot of decisions, agreements came back, we didn't agree on them. We sat down yesterday for about 4 hours and came to an agreement. But what came back, I put my notes down, you put your notes down, and we're each saying that we didn't come back with identical agreements. So we've been trying at the last minute to get our business agreement put together, so Alita can make their time restraints with their financing. But Mr. Tillman, we just spent we were in 11 o'clock till about 6 o'clock today in the office trying to work and merge these two memorandums of agreement. We each made a couple little tweaks and changes, and we were waiting for a document to come back from you that was a red line of our red line version. And I just got handed this. There are so many things in this agreement that aren't even red line blacked out. They're just missing. I don't get it. I mean, there are items that are just gone and missing.
If this is the council's decision, Alita would like to understand, because it's becoming clear there can be no progress in this city. There can be no way to move forward. And if this is the decision that you can't vote because the city constantly changes the deal.
No,
Understand.
This is not a black line agreement.
What you sent us was a completely new deal with new terms.
What you sent us this morning was new deals as to what we talked about. We talked about a lot of important issues. They weren't even there.
Mr. Tillman, I think the problem that we are having.
We've been waiting on pins and needles, waiting to get this document, and some of the things are crossed out. But so many of the items in our agreement that we sent back to you, red line, they're just gone. We were going to take a recess. They're just gone. They're not even there.
There were key things that you asked for that we've given in that document, such as transferability,
We were
5%
close. We're
fee,
close.
such as participation rent. These are huge things. These are worth millions and millions of dollars to the city. Just that one thing on participation rent, that's an incremental $30 million to the city. But yet we continue to keep pushing on small little points and losing sight of the big picture, which is thousands of jobs and hundreds of millions of dollars in property taxes. And unfortunately, if we're going to continue down this path, Alita has no option but to say we cannot proceed forward because we see that there is no way to get a deal done.
Why did your council leave? If he had at least left him and crossed him out, I could handle that and make a decision. Maybe the rest of the council hasn't read it, can't, but
Councilwoman, we received your document at 6 o'clock. We turned it around in less than an hour. If there were things that were missed, we can sit down and go through them.
But you had our Word document. The whole document is gone.
Okay.
I have to, Mr. Mayor, I have to jump in and say I don't have any document in front of me. Nobody has provided me any information specifically. I am willing to be here for 10, 12 hours tonight to hash out a deal. Only thing I'm going to do is order a pizza. But
well, let's go to recess.
But yeah, if you don't give us, if nobody gives us anything to look at or discuss, I can't.
We're happy to table it so that you can look at it tonight and we can go for recess and come back and do it.
Why don't we continue with the rest of our city council agenda? Let those people go home. For those of you who are ready to be here till 4 a.m., pop the popcorn, bring in the pillow. And let's do this if we're going to do this, but I don't have anything in front of me. Your version, her version, anybody else.
Exactly, I don't have
That's
anything.
Fine.
Oh, they only give it to me and Carol.
Yeah.
So I'll remove my motion to table this item so that we can continue with the rest of the agenda, and then if necessary, take a recess.
Okay.
Thank you.
Other than that, I'll come back after the election.
Tab
I don't
G,
mind.
proposed resolution of the vice mayor as acting mayor and city
Hold on,
council.
Mr. Clerk. So who is supposed to go negotiate? The city manager and the city attorney. So can we run?
No, we haven't taken the recess
Somebody
yet.
needs to print off the
Yeah, we haven't.
Let's do the rest of the agenda.
Yeah. Thank you. And yes, go to the
Tab
next.
G, tab G, tab G. Proposed resolution of the Vice Mayor as acting mayor and City Council of the City of North Miami, Florida, adopting the City of North Miami Downtown Action and Concept Plan to serve as a visual design and planning guide for future private and public redevelopment in the city's downtown area and major corridors, providing for an effective date and for all other purposes. Tab G.
Regine, please.
If I could have the IT director here.
And if I might ask, Mr. Manager, may we make sure that staff makes a concise presentation tonight, because we've got a long night in front of us.
Yeah. I have one. That's two? The same thing? Okay. And which tab are we? Which tab are we and Michael?
Tab G, man.
Tab G.
Okay.
Tab G, Mayor.
About the downtown?
For the downtown redevelopment.
Can we postpone that? Can we table that item to the next council meeting?
Move to continue this to our November 24th City Council meeting.
Yeah. You know, with this Biscayne Landing and thank you.
Move to continue this to the November 25th City Council.
Anyone wishes to record a no? 4-0 item has been tabled till which council meeting, Councilman?
Tuesday, November the 25th.
Item been postponed till Tuesday, November 25th. Tab H. Proposed resolution of the Vice Mayor as acting mayor and City Council of the City of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the city manager to execute an agreement in substantially the attached form between the City of North Miami and Kittleson and Associates, Inc., as a consultant for the provision of traffic engineering and transportation consultant services for the proposed Northeast 125th Street Corridor multi-model improvement project in accordance with request for qualifications number 38-09-10, continuing professional architectural and engineering services for the estimated amount of $120,000 funded by the Miami-Dade Metropolitan Planning Organization grant and a half-cent transportation surtax, providing for an effective date and for all other purposes.
Thank you very much. Mr. City Manager, can you give us an explanation about that item?
As part of our downtown redevelopment, 125th Street is the main corridor, points of ingress and egress into our downtown and our our downtown area. What this grant does is actually fund a traffic study for rerouting traffic and also lane reductions to encourage development in our downtown. 20,000 of the funding is coming from the half-cent sales tax. 100,000 is from a grant from the Metropolitan Planning Organization to fund this project.
You are applying for a grant?
Correct.
Okay. Tab H.
Are you asking for
Public hearing is open on tab H. Public hearing is now closed. Can I hear a motion on it?
So move.
Second.
Motion was made by Councilman Galvin. It was seconded by Councilwoman Sterrill. Anyone wishes to record a no? Item passes 4-0. Tab I. Appointment of one voting delegate and one alternate voting delegate representing the City of North Miami for the National League of Cities, NLC, annual business meeting, which will be held on Saturday, November 22nd in Austin, Texas.
Does the mayor normally do this? And does the mayor want to do it?
No, I'm not going to go.
Oh, okay.
It's too far for me. Oh, we got to choose someone?
Yeah.
You have to choose an alternate and a voting delegate and an alternate.
Sure.
Two people?
Yeah, based on our population, we have two voting delegates or two voting members on the delegation.
If we want.
If we need to, that's correct.
If necessary, I'd move Councilwoman Marie Sterrill to serve in that spot.
Are you going?
Second.
Okay. Okay.
And can I make a quick recommendation? Our Deputy City Clerk, Stephanie Thompson, will be there because she's getting CMC certification, and so I would recommend, if no one else on the council is going to be there, to appoint her as the alternate, if that would be to your wishes.
At your fee.
Yes, at
At
our
the
fee,
city,
of course. Yeah, I
city
said,
clerk
yeah.
fees.
I'll nominate Stephanie to be the voting member.
Yes.
The alternate voting member.
Okay, alternate voting.
Sorry, Stephanie. Okay, we have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to appoint Councilwoman Sterry as the voting delegate and Deputy City Clerk Stephanie Thomas as the alternate voting delegate. Can I have a second?
Second.
Anyone who wishes to record a no? Item passes 4-0. Again, sorry, Steph.
Thank you very much. We're gonna go for a recess. We're gonna come back. Thank you very much.
Move to have a recess until city manager, city attorney reach an agreement.
Okay.
I will be.
I'm on the contract.